friends, this is Alvin once again. I hope you still remember me. And I'm back with another of my unboxing videos. Long time since the last time that I did an unboxing video, but at least I'm back to share with you the most recent haul that I did late last year, finally arrived. But before I proceed, let me just share with you guys that I've come up finally with a name for this vlog. Just used to call it unboxing videos, so very boring. But now I've decided to use Cult Has Summoned Twisted Sound as the name for this vlog, for all future content of this vlog moving forward. And those in the know would recognize it as a lyric from one of Metallica's songs, The Thing That Should Not Be. And I also used it as the name for my short-lived vlog, or blog rather, online blog that hopefully I'll have the time. Well, hopefully I'll have the time to do more online blogs in the future. But for this time, we're going to do an unboxing of my. Actually, this isn't a Christmas haul. This was actually a Black Friday haul. But since Black Friday signaled the start of the holiday season in the U.S. and probably in Europe, it took a while for these to arrive, and I'm just going to share with you my unboxing vids. Okay, so sit tight. All right. So the first of my Black Friday haul that I'm going to share with you is from Nuclear Blast US. So this was the first to arrive. It actually arrived probably the week before Christmas. So I have 5 CDs that I ordered through Nuclear Blast US. The first is Brujeria. Is that how you pronounce it? It's either Brujeria or Brujeria. And this is from their most recent album, Pochoatzlan. So Brujeria, if you know them, they've been around for since the 90s, and they're well known to have secretive band members because of the themes that they have, which is about Mexican drug lords. And Mexican drug lords are very in these days with TV series from Netflix like from Narcos and El Chapo as well. So and those guys, Pablo Escobar and El Chapo, is actually they actually have songs about them on this record, and since back in the day. And so Brujeria, this is Pochoatzlan. Next is, I have a couple of CDs from a band called Enforcer. So Enforcer is a Swedish heavy / speed metal band that I've grown to love within the past several years. I already have one of their albums with me, and I ordered 2 from Nuclear Blast. The first of which is Death by Fire. And if you remember from the last unboxing that I actually had ordered this before, but it wasn't for me. It was for one of my friends, one of my Laxa Boys homies, Emil, and I was actually tempted not to give it to him, but of course he paid for it already, so naturally I have to give it to him. But that's why for this time I ordered my own copy, which is Death by Fire's Enforcer, Enforcer's Death by Fire, and then their most recent album, From Beyond. This one I haven't played yet. You can see Enforcer and Brujeria. I've had this CD since before Christmas, so I've already played. I've already opened them and played them already. And this one, again, Enforcer, From Beyond. And then last 2 CDs from this Nuclear Blast haul is, first one is Memoriam, The Silent Vigil. So you may be aware that Memoriam consists of members from Benediction and Bolt Thrower, and This is their second album, The Silent Vigil, and I actually played this early this week. And I don't know, this feels more like a bolt. This sounds more like bolt thrower to me than the first album did. Uh, so they have that whole grinding mid-tempo sound going on for them, and I actually like this. I actually like this more than the first one. So Memoriam, Silent Vigil, and then last one for this all is Enslaved with their most recent album E. I think this was released in 2017, and Enslaved has gone to be one of my favorite bands. It's very unfortunate that I was not able to see them live when they performed in Singapore last year. But well, hopefully they can come back to Singapore and uh, I can be there to watch them. I'm not very optimistic of the chances of them performing a gig here in the Philippines. But wait, who knows? Anyway, this is Enslaved with E. Alright, so the next portion of my unboxing for today is the one, or is the order that I placed through Season of Mist. So Season of Mist is a French web store and label, and this batch of CDs that I ordered through Season of Mist partly doesn't belong to me. There's some CDs here that belong to a friend of mine. And first CD that I have for this haul is Bestial Mockery with their album Slaying the Life. So I have uh, Bestial. I have a CD of Bestial Mockery as well, but it's for a different title. So Slaying the Life is for a friend. Next, we have God the Throne. So God the Throne is a long-time Dutch death metal band, and this is their album Bloody Blasphemy. So God the Throne has been around since the mid '90s or early to mid '90s, and I have a couple of CDs from them as well. And this is a worthy addition to my God the Throne CD collection. All right. Next is, man, this is a beauty. This is Voivod's Killing Technology, and you may know Voivod as a very innovative band. Uh, they have very unique sounding albums, but they started out as a thrash metal band, and this band from Quebec was responsible for some very good thrash recordings before they branched out into prog territory, and this is one of their classic uh, albums from their thrash era, and this is the reissue from a couple of years back. So this is Killing Technology, and this is a two-disc set. Disc one would consist of the original album, and disc two is a DVD which has an audio and video equivalent. The audio is, disc two is a live CD, uh, probably from one of their concerts from that era, from the Killing Technology era, and then the third disc. So there's a three-disc set, not two, as I mentioned earlier. Consists of both audio and video, and the videos are actually both audios and videos are from 1987, and that's the year when Killing Technology came out. Also have some slideshows such as artwork, and as you know, their drummer Away Lanchman is a very good artist. He's responsible for most of their album covers and artwork. So we'll have some of that in this set, and also some live and studio photos. So definitely very, very value for my money for this release, Killing Technology. All right, moving on to the next, and there's another CD for myself, and this is Vomitory. So Vomitory, and this album is titled Carnal Euphoria. So there's been rumors that this band is going to perform in the Southeast Asian region this year, 2019, and I also heard that they would probably play here in the Philippines. So I'm just hoping that would push through, and if that would push through, then I'm looking forward to seeing them live, and having them sign this album. I have a couple of their CDs as well, and this is one of their more recent efforts. So this is uh, Carnage Euphoria. Moving on, next one is another CD or another release that is for myself. This is Septic Flesh, and this is Mystic uh, Mystic Places of Dawn. So I haven't heard, or I haven't been following Septic Flesh's career at all. I've heard of the name, but I haven't actually heard the music. Probably seen a couple of YouTube clips. They've been described as dark metal, so probably uh, towing the line between gothic and black metal. And they're from Greece. And based on the reviews that I've read online, this album is one of their highly rated releases. So Mystic Places of Dawn, and um, looking forward to listening to it from Septic Flesh. Okay, next is Necrowretch. So Necrowretch, very special band because they performed here in the Philippines, in Davao specifically, last November of 2018. I was there to watch it, and uh, uh, the singer, or actually the entire band, was there to hang out before and after the gig. Uh, signed CDs, signed merch, signed everything, and um, Vlad uh, is actually a lover of adobo, and I've seen or I've he told me personally that he wants to go back here to eat adobo, so hopefully he can go back here. Uh, and this one actually, Necro Wretch, this Satanic Slavery, this is their most recent album. Um, is not for me. It's for a friend. I do have this on vinyl. I bought it during the Necro Wretch and Archgoat gig uh, last November in Davao, and there's very good uh, Black Death release, and I'm pretty sure my friend will enjoy listening to Necro Wretch, especially Satanic Slavery. All right, so this one, or okay, so down to the last two CDs for this haul from Season of Mist, and it's actually two copies, so just one title. This is Cannabis Corpse, and this is Left Hand Pass. So Cannabis Corpse, as the name suggests, is derived from uh, Cannibal Corpse, but with a stoner or uh, weed influenced themes for their songs. And actually, looking at their profile, it's not just Cannibal Corpse that they're doing parodies of, but they're also doing parodies of classic early 90s death metal bands. So, and the song title or album title suggests Left Hand Pass. It's influenced from, or it's derived from Entombed's Left Hand Path. And I've always wanted to listen to this band, and this is actually the first album that I will own from them. I've heard some tracks streaming or in YouTube, and it's quite interesting, and I'm looking forward to listening to more of their stuff. And this one is, of course, for my friend also. He's also interested to listen to Cannabis Corpse. So Cannabis Corpse, Left Hand Pass. Alright, so those were the CDs, or these are the CDs from Season of Mist. Let's proceed to the last portion of my haul, and this is Earache from Ear First Records. And one that I'll share, it's a beauty. Wow. This is Emperor with one of their classic t-shirt designs, and I'd say it's a very good design. So you have, I think this is called the Rider, you see there, and on the back. So yes, so Emperor, so there's an Emperor shirt that does not belong to me won't fit me. So I really have to give it to my friend. Alright, next. Now, this one belongs to me, and I've always wanted to get this shirt for the longest time, and this is Fear Factory, the manufacturer. So, Fear Factory is one of my favorite bands from the mid 90s. Uh, they're what you call one of the mainstream metal bands of that era. From Roadrunner, of course. So, there's the manufacturer. You can see it's the design from the album cover of that of the same album, and on the back, it's the familiar abbreviated Fear Factory logo. Sorry. All right. So moving on is okay. This shirt is for me as well, and this is D-Side's Scars of the Crucifix red shirt. So let me open this for you. So usually metal shirts come in black, and it's been recently that I've been wanting to collect metal shirts that are in other colors, and there's not a lot, but uh, probably next to black, red would be a great color for metal shirts. And this time, what I have here is the side Scars of the Crucifix. You have the album cover design on the front, and of course it's on the red shirt. Nothing on the back though, but I guess this is enough for me. So the side Scars of the Crucifix red shirt. Okay, let's move on to the CDs. And alright, so what I have here is another Enforcer album. So I had two Enforcer CDs from my Nuclear Blast US haul. This time I have Enforcer with I think their second album, Diamonds. I don't know if they're second or first, but this was an album that they did from the time that they were with Earache Records. So Enforcer. So I really like this Swedish band a lot. So I have most of their releases now. Next is I have Fudge Tunnel's Hate Songs in E minor. So Fudge Tunnel was what you'd call an alternative metal band that came out in the early to mid 90s. And I especially like their album Creep Diets, which also came out in Earache. I already have that, but this is their first album, Hate Songs in E minor. I haven't listened to this, but based from the reviews that I've read, it's actually as good, if not better, than Creep Diet. So, Fudge Tunnel. Then next is Diamond Plate. So, Diamond Plate is an American thrash metal band. They're one of the newer thrash metal bands that came out around probably mid to late 2000s, or probably early this decade, and was for dirt cheap. That's why I got this. But before I ordered it, I sampled one of their songs, and quite good. So looking forward to listening to Diamond Plate. So Diamond Plate, this is titled Generation Y. Was from Earache as well, from Earache Records. And then next is I have another Voivod release, so it's another Voivod reissue. It's not as it's not as what do you say? It's not as jam packed as the other release that I ordered via Season of Mist. It's a digipack, and there's only one CD, and this is their first album, War and Pain. And I remember when I was first getting into music and reading music magazines, this was actually voted as one of the worst albums ever released. I'm not really sure about that. I haven't heard this album, and really depends on who you talk to, but a lot of people, especially Voivod fans, consider this as a classic. So, and definitely Voivod has outgrown that nasty review, wherein this was um, labeled as one of the worst releases ever. So they've outgrown that to be one of the more innovative metal bands, um, not just from Canada, but to ever release an album. So Voivod, War and Pain. And then is this the last one? Yes, this is the last one. So the last one for my ear a call is Morbid Angels, Blessed Are the Sick, FDR vinyl, FDR reissue. So, um, Morbid Angel was one of the first death metal bands I heard back in the day, early '90s, and they're one of my favorite bands as well. And yep, uh, looking forward to hearing the full dynamic range version of Blessed Are the Sick. So let's see here. So I have the LP here, and is this a gatefold? Yes, it is a gatefold. So it's a gatefold album, or yeah, it's a the album comes in a gatefold, and then the LP itself is blue. So I wanted to get the maroon or the maroon one or other color, but the only one available at the time that I ordered was the blue and the black. So wanted to get the blue colored vinyl this time. So that's Morbid Angels, Blessed Are the Sick. All right, and that wraps up my unboxing for today. Uh, Looking forward to doing more unboxing for you guys, and I don't know, depends on several factors, but let's see if I can add more content to this vlog aside from the usual unboxing that I do. And looks like 2019 will be a busy year for metal here in the Philippines. A lot of foreign metal bands lined up to do concerts as early as March. So looking forward to that as well. So before I wrap up, I'd like to do a shout out for my friend there in Winnipeg, Ann Zalo Madurong. So and for the rest of you guys, so hit subscribe and smash that bell for your notifications so that the next time that I do a vlog, an unboxing or whatever, you will be notified. So again, thank you. This is Alvin for Cult As Summon Twisted Sound. Looking forward to seeing you around.